All right, let's take you live now to KwaZulu-Natal, where the Amazulu King Misuzulu KwaZwelithini is leading a national men's march against gender-based violence ahead of International Men's Day.
The other reality is that collaboration amongst all of us can extend the impact to our limited resources fighting this problem. Hence, I implore all organizations in this country that are fighting this war. Sorry about that. Of gender-based violence and child abuse to collaboration, so that in our capabilities and skills we work together. Likewise, funders, be in government or businesses, I implore all of them to encourage competition amongst fraternal organizations and rather to be cooperation. What I also asked in my coronation is that women and children abuse, which is happening also in our rural areas as much as it happens in our metros. The areas that are far from sources of relief or police stations, rural citizens are also human beings who need to be protected also. My fellow citizens, my brothers and sisters, history teaches us that as citizens, we are guilty on two fronts: by commission and by looking the other way to this problem. Those women and children who are abused, raped, others even killed. However, those amongst us who do nothing to wipe out the scourge, just as guilty as the perpetrators. I condemn and I also request through assistance of systems and resources and sources as our churches, our mosques, our temples, our schools, our hostels, workplaces, and royal circles. All this does not mean you are innocent. We are all just as guilty, because it happens right under our nose. Actually, the perpetrators, the perpetrators innocent, but not as guilty. Actually, perpetrators have the run of land over, rendering it uninhabitable. Today I say, as a nation, we must draw the line between monsters and those who fight the scourge. What it also means is that all of this is such a great shame, and we allow it to happen. And today, as my father also was a big part in acting and working with different systems against gender-based violence and abuse to women and children. He was a great champion to this big problem. And also to honor our late king, because he believed so much in this process, as to honor him as people of KwaZulu-Natal, is if we hold together and run this program, which he so much had in the deep depth of his heart. And you will see, my people, you will be blessed. With all of this, I'm happy to see the Goodman Foundation, Babukama, the CEO, and also to see my wife's foundation also, the Maskola Foundation, because it comes at this time with the grooming of young men. Because in this issue, we have points like Umhlanga Wesizwe, the redance, which is aimed directly at a point where our women, our young women, get groomed to be the lives and wives of tomorrow. Whereas in this case, we have a big commitment which we need to come up with a system whereby our system is grooming young men how to be good husbands, how to be fathers and leaders of this country tomorrow. I pledge that we work together in this process. As I mentioned in my earlier address, I commit, I encourage, I motivate that this program of gender-based violence will be one of my main focuses as I sit on the throne today. With this, I urge everyone, especially KZN, because KwaZulu-Natal becomes the top #1 in the country when it comes to this problem, which means we have a lot of work to be done. This is not something we can be proud of as a province, as a people, and as Zulus and as South Africans. So I urge all who live in South Africa today that we fight this demonic spirit that engulfs our country today. And I thank everyone for listening to me today. Ngiyabonga kakhulu, inkosi imbusise.
Bese bangela abantu ukuhlanya umkholo nodanga kwabakwabo akukhono yedwa ngawuthintayo ngisho kwabadala ngisho kwabancane unolokothwayo olokothwe isilo ngesakithi bakhe sokuthandayo bebakwakufanela indlu besemephezulu.
All right, that is the Amazulu King Misuzulu KwaZwelithini leading a national men's march that's against gender-based violence ahead of International Men's Day there.